And what is happening, crazy creators? In this episode, then we're going to be learning about the selection tools. Now, I also call them cutting tools sometimes. Just get used to that. What it is these are the tools we use to select certain shapes, whatever that shape may be, and then we normally either fill them or cut them out and do various things with them. That's generally how I use it anyway. There may be other ways. Not sure. But very important. I do use a lot of this all the time, so it's really important that you just pay attention to how I'm doing it, and then you can possibly follow along in other tutorials. If you just come from one of them, get back there. If you haven't, then get watching those after you watch this, of course. So I'll see you in the next one. What's happening, gang? And in this episode, we're going to be learning all about our, well, I call them the cutting tools, okay? Now, let me explain myself. Over here on the left-hand side, you've got selection tools. I like to call them cutting tools. I don't know, I got different words to other people. I'll try to call them selection tools as well. But sometimes if I call them cutting tools, you know what I'm talking about. One moment, let me see if I... Well, that's disappeared. So these cutting tools, they're just like the tools up above where we got the rectangle tool and the ellipse tools and stuff. So you have a very similar selection here. Only this time it's for, well, like I said, cutting out. So bear with me. So I draw a circle there and we have a selection. Now, it doesn't always have to be cutting out, actually. I'm very wrong there. Because we use this to fill in as well. I should have thought before I spoke. We do these to filling shapes, to cut out shapes. What is it? It's because I've already done filling in. I'm more interested in cutting out now to show you this. When you've got areas like this, you can, if I just go up to edit and show you where I normally go, because it's easier to show people when I do this, you got things like cut, which is Control and X. If I cut the shape, I've cut that shape out of that layer, and you can see the layer below now, which is white. I'd have to go to that layer, and then of course Control X to cut out that to get to transparent. Control Y and put all that back. And if you can see right next to it now, you have the Elliptical Tool, and below you have the Polygonal selection. Well, we'll go into the outline one in a minute, and the Polygonal selection tool. Polygonal again is the one where you can just, we use this one a lot. I do. I found I use that one a lot. So you'll see me use that one a lot. And I'll use it in a way of, I'll get an image. This go to tooling around for a moment. So I'll get an image, and if I'm going to go around an image, I will take this tool, and sometimes I will just go around it like this and take my time. Find peaceful, and I'll go around the whole picture. Just like on a puzzle together. I love doing that kind of thing. Alright then, so let's go back to this screen there, and don't forget, guys, up here under select and then deselect is Control Shift and A. I always just go to deselect, but it's Control Shift. And even though I'm doing keyboard mouse, I always just go up to there, because that's what I use. Yeah, so we do these things, and we got fill in with them and stuff. Now on here as well, look, there's different modes. So you've got this mode, you've got intersect, add, subtract, and that is when you have them overlap each other. So if I bring this in a minute, and you see how they've added to each other, yeah? Now, if I do this one, you see how I've cut into it like that. With this one, it just changes from one to the other, which I like to do sometimes because that is a lot easier. And then this one is, I can take away from the shape, which we use a lot of that as well. We like this. We use a lot of this kind of thing, guys. And as you notice, they're all keeping all of them are keeping their individual cuts there in that one.
Hello.
play around with these guys, see what you think. We will be using a lot of this, and when I do it, I will run through as well when it's new, to go through what I'm doing different other than just cutting if it's something different. And these options go for all these cutting tools as well, guys, okay? So, well, that is that. So guys, another cutting one, and these ones, like I said, were kind of like solid shapes, yeah? So you have rectangular, which is Control and R. You have the elliptical, which is just J, all these on the keyboard, guys, yeah? And then you have the polygonal selection tool. Dyslexia, there's a pun there. Right. Last then on this is the outline selection tool. There's nothing on the keyboard that I can see on there. That doesn't mean, guys, if I say there's nothing on the keyboard, it means I haven't found it yet. Don't take my word that there's nothing, because I'm sure this just hasn't come up on you. Well, this one works like the others, only this is more, it's more like freehand. Okay, so you can draw the cut you want, so like scissors. You can draw this however you want. And I do use this from time to time quite a lot as well. And boom, and whatever, if you draw there, it's gonna link up to where you started, yeah guys? So if you, it's still gonna link up to where you started. Oh, and that's that one. Right then, up next we have one of my favourites, the magic wand. Right, on here, I've tried to do this before. Let's have to give it a go. Let's give it a go. Contiguous, magic wand. The magic wand. And this, what you do is like, if I select here now, that magic wand will now spread out on the color you selected and will go to the edge, the boundary of all that color, and select everything, that boundary. And in the tool options here, you have all the same options as before about how the actual selection works. But in here you've got things like fuzziness and grow, shrink, and feathering radius. And that again then is just, it's setting the limitations or the freedom of your selection to grow within the color you originally select. I think I said that right. But I think you can see here. So if I click on it's selecting the pink, and yes, it's going over the original color slightly, but that's due to these. If I mess with these, I can keep within more the color I selected, okay? And it won't go outside that, and it will run to the edge of the color and form whatever shape it forms. And if I quickly go into another, like, it will form. Oh, what am I doing now? Sorry. There we go. See how it's selected the H, because it's gone to the blue, the outline of the blue. If I do the pink, it should select all this pink. There we go. I think that has made it clear. I hope it has anyway. Now, moving on quickly before we move anywhere else. Let's deselect this a moment. Deselect, and this one is very similar. This is the similar color selection tool. Okay, and when we select this, what we can do is, if we select this blue, again, it's very similar. It's selected all the blue. Now, if I select this one here, see how it's selected up here in this corner as well? Because all the blue, it's done the same thing, but it's just found all the picture, all the same color on the page rather than just in that area. So it's not held with boundaries. So get blue. Right, and then I select this. If I do similar color select there, you see it's highlighted all the blue dots and the blue bar. And that's how that works. Hope you're having fun, guys. What's happening, crazy creators? And that is it for the show, I'm afraid. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's all wonderful news. But if you can just spread the word, let everybody know. I need it. I need lots and lots of viewers so I can progress my art and get more involved and get more stuff done. There's so much we want to do, and with your help we can do it. So if you can just share with everybody, that'd be great. Just try and watch every show as best as you can. That all helps us. It helps us get our show out there, helps people find the show, and can help people find themselves. So please do that if you can. In the meantime, as you can see, we have links and codes coming up on the screen. Check out all those. Help out whoever you can help out. But guys, we got other things coming in the future on how you can help just with your art alone. So just if you can't do anything, just stick with the art at least. That'd be great. And just like I said, spread the word. Thank you guys. Peace.